Give me a second. When it starts on YouTube, it will be finished in a minute. Not now, even less. Here we go. There it is. Let me also spotlight myself. Here we go. So, yep. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Just for our new friends, my name is Tomek. I'm from Berlin. I'm happy to see also new faces, new names, and I'm doing history tours in Germany. And my focus is about the history of Jehovah's Witnesses. This is my website, history of JW.tours, history of JW.tours. There are some different things. You can write me a message, you can donate, or you can write also a book or different. I will show you this later also more. You can watch some of the tours. You can visit Berlin and have a tour with me. But today you can also visit, right, Germany. And this is what we will talk about, Germany in a nutshell. So the question is, or the thing that I want to do today is once in a month, always on the first Sunday of the month, I want to show some interesting stuff about Germany, right? And you're also welcome if you have a question, if you want to give a comment or whatever, raise your hand. And this is just for fun. So you would travel with me to Germany, right? Digital. Does somebody remember what we did last month? It was about food, right? It was about the bread and sausages. Lori.
That's what I was going to say. You showed us the multiple numbers of bread and sausages.
Do you remember the number?
Was it 1,200?
Yeah, and 3,000 breads and 1,500 different of sausages. Yeah. That's why my wife just put me on diet 2 weeks ago and I'm not allowed to any bread. She said, you will not, after that tour, you will not try to get all 3,000 of these kinds of bread. So yeah, I'm on diet. Okay, I will survive. Don't worry. It's not happening to a skinny guy, so it's all good. So I thought, where could I take you today? What could I show you today about Germany? And I have an idea, and I'm sure you will like it. Let me show you the map, the Google map of Germany. Here we go. Oops. So I will take you to everywhere in Germany. I have 13 spots for you. Let's see if we will make it all 13 of them. 2 in the north. Here we go. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle, 6. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the south. And because I know already some of you, I know that you like nature. So today I want to take you to some really cool spots or wonders, nature wonders in Germany. Because let's be honest, for what is Germany known? Would you say that Germany is known for nature? Or is Germany known for industrial stuff, making cars, working hard? I think that's what Germany is known, right? Lori.
I was going to say the Black Forest.
Oh yeah, very good, very good. Danier.
I was going to say the Black Forest.
That's interesting. Who else was thinking about the Black Forest? Is this the only thing that you know from the?
Well,
Yes.
they're known for black bears.
Yep,
Bärchen.
absolutely right. Yeah, Bärchen. Yeah, Schwarzwälder. Yeah, Danier.
How about cuckoo clocks made in the Black Forest?
The what?
The cuckoo clocks that they make from
the
the trees
Ku
of
Klux
the
Klan.
Black Forest.
Okay, yes. I first understood Ku Klux Klan. I was like, what now? That's American, not German. Even the German has another idea that was very similar. But Belita.
I was thinking of the beer garden.
Oh yes, we have a lot of this. Oh man, I have to tell this tomorrow. My very good friend Gunnar, that I had today a Zoom tour about wonders of nature in Germany, and one person said the beer garden. He will love it. He will love it. That's really cool. Laurie,
Are the Bavarian Alps also in Germany?
part of it. Most are in Austria, but yeah. Monica?
Oktoberfest.
That's not nature, but it's great. It's great. Like the beer garden. Yes. Tony.
Okay, I forgot that you said nature. I was thinking castles.
Yeah. I was more thinking about nature. Yeah. So nature, wonders of nature. So this is where I want to take you today. Let's take a look. Let's try. Oh yes, Roberts. P. Roberts.
Are they famous for the tulips?
No, that's Netherlands.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
That's so close that if you live in Cologne, people drive there to see the tulips. Yeah, but that if I would say that tulips belongs to Germany, the Netherlands will be pretty angry at me. So I will not do that. I will not. No, we will travel. Okay, that's cool. So I see that's so. Let's see. I just picked up 13th. We will. Let's see if I will make it to visit all of them. Let's start. Oh, that's Plato. Let's start with this one. Here we go. So we will be pretty in the middle of Germany. It's called the Teutoburger Forest. It's a nice name because Teutoburg, it's like the origin of German, you can say. You can see already here there are so many different things. One important is this memorial of Hermann. This is like the origin of German fighting the Romans and blah, 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 blah. But we want to see this here, the stones. And I have for you also another picture. Here we go. That's in Germany. 40-meter high sandstone where I have the English translation. 40, oh, come on. How it's called, 40-meter high sandstone giants. How could I forget that? And this has also a nickname. And the nickname is the Stone Age of Germany. Looks pretty cool, right? But let's move on. So we will just today travel. a little bit. Here we go. So we have stones like that here in Germany. Very nice, beautiful stones. Let's go now a little bit more in the south. So we're in the middle. Let's go here. Hannover. So Berlin is here where I live. But let's go to the south. And let's visit close to Ulm. It's a place called Blautopf. Blautopf. How could we, let me show first the picture. Here we go. Very beautiful, as you can see. Blautopf, you can translate it something like a blue, how you call it in English? Where do you make, for example, soup? A bowl, blue bowl, something like that. You have this. Sorry?
Source. Is that
Oh,
the
yes.
source of the Blue Danube?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, Dania?
Yeah. The Blue Danube.
We have a couple of these in the state of Missouri.
Oh, look at that. So we have.
One's called the Blue Hole, and the
Oh,
other one,
nice.
yeah, the deepest parts from Missouri. They're the
Nice.
deepest. They're next to
Interesting.
cave formations.
Nice. For one thing, we have also to remember Germany is like a third of Texas, right? It's a very, 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 very tiny place compared to the United States. So, but yeah, there are also a lot of other nice places. But I like this very much. You have this Caribbean turquoise, right? And the thing is that it looks like that we are not really sure where is the origin of the Blue River that came here. But I found out why it's blue, and I will read this what I found. The intense coloration of the karst spring called Blautopf is caused by the incident daylight, which is refracted in the lime particles millions of times. That's pretty cool, right? And I'm sure the other place will have also some blue, some stuff like that. But every time when I hear numbers like that, this is like, wow, wow, millions of times things happening. And yes, of course, it was made by evolution, right? Of course, we believe that. Okay, stop joking about that. Let's move to another place. So we've been now in the very south in Germany. Let's go to the north, the absolute north. Let's visit the Long An. Here we go. Now we have the Long An. This is a very narrow tall boulder. It's red colored sandstone in the north of Germany. It's a North Sea, northern end of the island, 47 meters, and like a needle. It's called the Long An or Anna, Long Anna, that you can not really visit. You cannot get on that stone. You cannot climb that stone, and that's really cool. So it's not accessible for us, and that's really good because we have the different kind of birds, gulls, snots that can breed there. So you have all these voices of all these different yeah, birds creating a new family there. Laurie.
Was that connected at one time?
Yes, like a million years ago, it looks like, yeah. Because there's also another one called the Short An, that was a demolition of the upper land. So yeah. Rainy.
Anyone trying to climb up there or anything?
Oh, I don't know. I could imagine that hundreds years ago, yeah, but for a very, very, very long time, it's not accessible for us anymore. But I would be not surprised if somebody tried that. But I didn't check that, to be honest. I did not check that. Oh, this red thing. So I don't know how we have in Europe now the time when the spring starts that the birds are coming back. And I'm not a birdie, right? Even my wife and I, we were huge fans of the movie with Steve Martin, Jack Black, and of course I forgot the female part. Sorry for that. Maybe you watched that movie. It's about this, yeah, tradition, or for me, it's a little bit weird but pretty cool thing in America, where people are watching the birds and then they count how many they watched. Janet.
It's called The Big Year.
The Big Year, yes. What a fantastic movie. My wife
Yes,
and I, we are.
I have the
nice.
movie and the book.
Oh, that's also a book. I didn't know that. Or maybe, I will buy that for my wife as a gift. We watched that movie, I don't know how many times. It's such a nice movie. And the idea of watching the birds, and then you trust that, okay, he's counting. Nobody's lying there, right? Really, really cool. Really cool. And since then, since I watched this movie, I was also a little bit more into birds. I'm not a birdie, but still. And I like now that time in Germany when the birds are coming back, right, from Africa and other warm places, and now they're coming to Europe, and you can see them in the V formation, and you can And the coolest thing is not only to watch them, the V formation and how they change, right? So that not always the first taking all the wind and everything. This is fantastic. You can read it in the Wakes a lot about that. But mostly I like the voice when they give them signals, and especially at night when you don't see them at night but you hear them. That's really pretty cool.
What's the name of it again?
The book?
Your book. The year?
The Big Year.
The Big Year?
Yeah. Fantastic. Can really recommend. Let me show you. Let me on each tour when we do, checking the IMDb, right? The Internet Movie Database. Big Year. And Owen Wilson. I forgot that's Owen Wilson there, but Steve Martin is playing fantastically. So that's the movie. The Big Year. Steve Martin, Jack Black, and Owen Wilson. Very, very, very funny movie. And a nice one. It's also a very nice one. And Steve Martin is, he's a goat. So we recommend that. Okay, but let's go back. Let's go back to Germany. So next one. So we've been from the south. Let's make it a little bigger for you. So we've been from the south, from the middle to the south. Now we went to the north. What about? No, Blotov. We've been there already. What about? Yeah, here. So here we have, as you can see, somebody said about the Alps. These are the Alps. Here you can see the Alps, right? So a very, very, very small part is Germany. The biggest part is Austria, and the northern part, and then Switzerland, of course, and the northern part of Italy. So this is Italy already. And in the part of Germany, there's a place called Breitachklamm. I'd like to show you the picture of that. That's really cool. Huh? Here, look at that. Look at that. That's really nice, right? That's really nice. And I found a very nice description, and I just like to read this for you. The deepest rock gorge in Central Europe leads from Oberstdorf to the Kleinwalser Tal and inspires all those who want to feel the power of the water. About 150 meters of altitude have milled the floods out of the stone. The short hiking trail through is walked by thousands of tourists every year. Meanwhile, the water rustles through the Breitachklamm at impressive volume and speed. An interactive show at the entrance explains the origin of this natural water. I have never been there, to be honest. I have never been there. It's pretty far away from my place. Remember, we Germans, my parents live only 300 kilometers away. That's 250 miles away, and that's considered as far. So I don't visit my parents just for a weekend. Our German thinking, if I have to travel 4 hours, I have to plan that for weeks. So that's our thinking. I know you in America have a different thinking, which I very like, that you travel very fast. So this is like 10 hours away. So I would only visit this if I will take a week of holidays, something like that. But I would love to see this water, this sound. I would love to hear that noise that is happening there. And today I was talking with a friend about noise, and what I always like to remind myself that God, that Jehovah God, also created noise. But the weird thing is, you can live for 100 years at a waterfall or at the beach, and you will never get angry on the waves making that noise. But you will live a week at the highway and you're done. So there are different kind of noises. One noise is that even though it's loud, you still like to listen to it. And there's another voice that don't make you happy, like the voice that, yeah, human created, right? Lori.
What is the average temperature here in the winter in Germany?
So it depends. It depends where in Germany. Let's go back to the map. So maybe that's a good question. Here we go. So in the south, it's mostly colder because we're going close to the mountains, right? So it's colder. But that's also the funny thing is it's here we have the south, but here in Freiburg, that is also in the south. Let me show you. Wait, let's make it like this, right? So Freiburg is here, but it's the sunniest city in whole Germany. No other city has so many sun like Freiburg, even in the south. In the north, the winter is a little bit different because of the ocean and the sea. It's not the ocean, the sea. It's more wet weather. Normally in Germany in January, February, yeah, if we got minus 10 degrees Celsius, then it's a lot. Now you're asking how much is this in Fahrenheit? Celsius, Fahrenheit. So minus 10 is 14 Fahrenheit. This is like, okay, this is not. Then we say, oh, we have a hard winter, right? I experienced once in Germany, yeah, 0.4 Fahrenheit, and that was brutal. That was brutal. But in the south, when we get to the when we go to the mountains, yeah, it's more common than in the north. Okay? So, next spot. Next spot is not this one. Here. Have you ever heard that about the 12 apostles in in Australia? If you okay, that's a specific kind of stones.
Yes, I have.
Yes, you have. Okay.
I visited there when I went to
Cool.
Australia.
So next time you come to Germany because we have it also. Not as big as the Australians. So here you can see here, or you can also see it here, right on this page. Wait. So when you've seen this in Australia, how does it look like? What was it for you? Tell me.
It was just water. Yeah, this is like land, but it was like the rocks, they were out in the water.
Yeah, and here's on the land. Yeah, that's different.
This is on the land. Yeah, I wouldn't think of this being 12. Compare that to Australia.
Oh, okay, okay. Tony. Yes, Tony, we can hear. Tony, you have to switch on your audio. We can't hear you. Click on.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
No problem.
I've got you on the TV and I'm over here by the computer.
Okay.
Can you see what the weather is in Ontario here where I live today?
Is this Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit, correct. It's just a mite chilly.
No,
Thought
we are
you
not.
might like that.
No, we are not used to that. We are not used to that. This is funny. This is no, we are not really. But we like we like this really winter, right? If it's not wet, if you have real winter when there's snow, but we'll talk about snow later, then it's pretty cool. So these 12 apostles, right? These 12 apostles, it's a small version. It's a rock formation, right? Here in Germany, close between Nuremberg and Augsburg. Maybe you remember Nuremberg from my history lessons, right? And you have 15 hectares that you can walk there. 12 up to 25-meter height dolomite rocks. You have a river valley there, and you can hike, cycle, whatever. Very impressive. Also, you can do a canoe tour. Very, very nice. Dania.
I just wanted to say, I'm in southern Missouri, right? Our temperatures last week got to 2 at night. 2 at night.
Okay.
This week, Wednesday was 70 degrees.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's what winter is where I live.
Yeah, this is
It changes. Yeah.
how things sometimes happen. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So
Oh, this is Calvin. I'd like to make a comment. I can't put my thing on.
okay.
Well, I was gonna say this, the whole weather in the United States is shifting because we had a lot of snow. We had snow in Florida this year, and we had a lot of snow this year. And California is flooding away because of the fires and everything. And California is a lot of the old. I think California is going to go off the map with the water. The water is big in California now this year. So I think the whole weather cycle is sort of shifting.
It's called climate change, right?
Yeah.
It's called climate change, and of course it existed. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. I want to show you another place, also in the south, close to this blue small pond, and it's here, and it's a waterfall. And it's for us in Germany also something special because we don't really have a lot of waterfalls. We have a waterfall in Berlin. So when you come to Berlin, I will show you a waterfall inside the city. But this waterfall is very, very specific one. It's it's 37 meters, right? And goes into the valley via tough stone edge, which is very, very nice. And maybe you also heard about the cliffs of Dover. And we have, where is it? Come on. Yeah, here we go. And we have some very close, yeah, not as big and beautiful like in Dover, but we have also these nice places here in Germany with some white cliffs that you can also travel around. Let me show you the map where we are now. So from the south, we travel now to the north, and the cliffs are here on the very northern part of Germany. Audie.
Oh yes, I was wondering how far are you from Wiesbaden?
Oh, pretty far. So Wiesbaden is where the branch is, right? Here's Berlin. Wait, sorry. So here, Berlin is in the east. So I'm living in the capital here in Berlin.
Oh, Berlin.
And do you see Frankfurt?
Yeah.
This is where Wiesbaden is. So
yeah,
this is like
this is like
where the
airport is.
Yeah. So this is like 7-8 hours with a car, depends on the car. So for us, again, I will not drive there just to visit a friend for one day. So like driving there on Friday and going back on Saturday makes no sense. Okay, I don't know, wedding or whatever. But even then, I would say, okay, let's get Thursday and Friday free and let's go at least for 4 days because it's so far away.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah. Rainy.
The picture you showed before with the white stones,
Yeah.
is that a place that people go to the beach?
Yes, yes,
And you
yes.
can go to the beach.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
absolutely. You can enjoy that. You can really, let me show you the picture. You can really enjoy that. Yeah. Masha.
Yes, where is Paderborn? Paderborn.
Oh, that's a city that nobody knows. Paderborn is somewhere here, so close to this where we here you see Paderborn, close to these stones. We watched them already, the extern stones. Did we watch the
Okay.
extern stone? Yeah. So that's also in the west. That's in the west.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's take the next spot. The next spot, and that's a place close. That's the closest, almost the closest thing that I will show to you to Berlin, and it's here in Saxonia, and it's a part of a natural, very beautiful place, and that also is part of that is in Germany, part of it is in Czech Republic. And my wife and I, we cycled once from Berlin all the way down to Prague. So we cycled that, everything, and then we also cycled through this, what I will show you right now, which is beautiful, which is to cycle there and to see these stones. This is crazy. Why it's not, why it's not, here we go. You see that bridge? That's really cool. That's really, really cool. That's, I really, if you come to Germany, happy to see that. Elbe Sandstone Mountains. So it's a low mountain range, and you have gigantic rock formation. It's breathtaking views. It's really amazing. Masha. Masha? No. Okay. Dania?
Is that an aqueduct? Did it used to be an
Yes.
aqueduct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Laurie.
Is that a bridge that's used for a purpose?
Yes, you can walk there. You can walk on some of these bridges. You can take a look down. It's amazing. It's amazing. There was, I think, if I don't want to lie, if I remember well, when I read something, there was also a time that a train was going there. So it's, and there's also a monastery that don't is used anymore, but back in the days was there. It's really, really, really cool. Really cool. You want to see more? I just show you some more stuff. Yeah, so today we just travel around. Today we just traveling around Germany. This is where my parents live. So I'm Berlin. My parents live here in Goslar. And this here that you can see, this green one, that's our middle mountains, what we call. So it's in the middle of Germany. Part of it was east, part of that was west. During the time of the communists. And in the western part, there is a wall. Okay, I think I have to show another picture. There is a wall. Here, maybe you can see that. And that wall is called the Devil's Wall. It's 20 kilometers. It's a rock formation that extends over about 20 kilometers through that foothills. And it's so famous that I think you know that. Do you know in America the fairy tales of the brothers Grimm? Yeah, you know that? Okay, so in Germany they're very famous. The Grimm brothers, here Hansel and Gretel, and stuff like that, right? This is everything. This is all German. That's also another topic. Maybe I should do also a history about that lesson. They're pretty brutal. If you really read them, they're really, really brutal. Yeah, Dania.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of German descent where I live. We have German towns,
Yeah.
what they call German towns. So we know all about Hansel and Gretel and
I see.
I mean,
I see.
yeah, the lost children. They're very
Yeah,
grim.
yeah. They were, and then somebody's eating somebody and stuff like that. It's really, really brutal. So in one of the fairy tales that the Brothers Grimm wrote, is telling that this wall was made by the devil. That's why it's called the Devil's Wall, and this is where God and the devil divided the world. So that part belongs to the God, and that part belongs to the devil. But it's very, very interesting to see that. But also, what is very interesting to see that is this. That's also not very far away. It's a former mine, and you have these caves. and the Guinness Book of Records listed this cave, this fairy cave, as the most colorful show caves in the world. So you can go there also and yeah, and take a look. And if we talk about colorful and stuff, we had this blue pond, but another one is this also, the Königssee. The Königssee, or the Lake of the King. Let's take a look where it is. Let's take a look where it is. Share. There you go. It's also, so we're in the middle of Germany, and we go south as much as possible to the south of Germany. Here, look at that. Berchtesgaden. Beautiful, beautiful. I've been there once. So here you have the lake. It's a fantastic lake. I have friends who live there, and they always say, hey, come visit, come visit. And now they're coming next week to Berlin. And the really, really cool thing is about that sea, or that lake is the echo that is happening there. Fantastic. And then if you, let's go back to the map. Let's go back to the map. You can see, so you're here, and so here. So this here is the border. So this is Germany, but it's surrounded by Austria. Salzburg is already Austria, right? This is everything Austria, but here, that part, I wonder why. Maybe the Germans said, okay, we want to keep that, and then they make something like that. But on the end, so yeah, so many different places, beautiful places, nature places. Germany normally known for industrial stuff and whatever, but I just wanted to show you some. Did I show that? No, yeah, that's some interesting things about nature in Germany. And on the very end of today's short German visiting tour, I want to show you this here. So, so again, here's Frankfurt, where the airport is, and here's Limburg. This is where the cars are registered, because here, Zelters is the branch of Jehovah's Witnesses. And not far from the branch of Jehovah's Witnesses is that place. Let me show you this here. Maybe I show a better picture. What's so special about that? This is a wonder, a natural wonder that is happening in Germany. It's called the eternal ice. Even if it's 30 degrees Celsius, let me check again how much this is in Fahrenheit. Celsius in Fahrenheit. Come on. So 30 degrees. So if it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit, you still have here ice. In 85 degrees Fahrenheit. You would say that's impossible, but it's really there. It's a rare permafrost phenomenon in the middle of Germany. And of course, I read and I tried, how can I explain that? And I realized, okay, I just have to read this. That's the easiest thing. So, even with summary outside temperature of 30 degrees Celsius, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, it remains wintry cold at the foot of the Dornburg, a basalt cup of the Hessian part of the Westerwald. The eternal ice discovered there in 1839 is a rare physical phenomenon. air sucked in through basalt blocks cools massively by evaporation and leads to solid ice forming in deeper layers in the loose basalt rock. In summer, cold air flows out of the mountain at the foot of the scree dump. In winter, the process reverses and warm air rises from the mountain at higher places. The ice core inside the mountain remains year-round. And when I found that, I would say, hey, that's something cool, something such weird stuff that, yeah, you have in the middle of Germany. And this is what I wanted to do today. I just wanted with you travel around Germany. We've been in the north, we've been in the south, we've been in the east, we've been in the west, and talk a little bit about nature that you can also find here in Germany, not only Volkswagen and Bosch and Siemens, but also, yeah, these beautiful places. Eliza.
I think I once read, in conjunction with the discovery of ice cream, that it was in Egypt that they figured out how to make ice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Deep down in the sand, like you're saying, right?
Interesting. That's interesting. Thank you for that. Thank you. Dania.
I had a question about the fairy cavern. I noticed that the water reflected perfectly.
Yeah.
The image. Is that a salt water?
Yes. 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 So it's a former mine, right? It's a former mine. I'm sure, of course, that picture they needed a long time to make that picture. That stood there. There were no people. So when you walk there, it would not look perfect like that picture. P. Roberts.
Please, what's the story of, was it Teufelsberg? Teufelsberg?
Ah, yes, Teufels, the Devil's Wall. You're asking about the Devil's Wall, or? Yeah? Please remind me, what's the question?
Yes, it says it's one of the most unusual places to visit Berlin.
Ah, the Teufelsberg. Ah, sorry.
Yes.
The
yes.
Devil's Mountain. Let me show you. The Devil's Mountain in Berlin is something different. The Devil's Mountain is something special. It sounds more interesting than it is. Depends what you like, right? So let me show you here. The Teufelsberg, the Devil's Mountain, is in the western part of Berlin. Huh? What's happened now? Oh, Google Maps is not working anymore. Google Maps said goodbye for today. Okay, I can't show it to you. So the Devil's Mountain, when the Second World War ended and Berlin was completely destroyed, they took all the garbage in the western part of Berlin, and it was so much that it became a mountain, a hill, not a mountain, a hill. And now you can walk there. So, but the basic is all garbage. It's all the ruins of Berlin. And then later during the communist time, and this was the West, the CIA put there, and you can still visit it today, a station to listen to the codes from the Russians and stuff like that. So it's a CIA base now, not now anymore, but it was a CIA base there. It is interesting. But yeah, you need the story. If you don't know the story, then it's a little bit boring. Yeah. So yeah, Dania.
And that just makes me think, in the new world, I wonder what we're going to discover as far as the spy ring all across the world. I mean, you're going to find these caverns and
Absolutely.
buildings. There's a guy who has a house he built out of a missile silo. It's underground in
Interesting.
somewhere in Colorado. It's weird.
Yeah, everything is possible. I got a question in the chat. Does the water, the blue bowl, ever flood the house? As I know, not. But it could be that maybe one day it did. But there was nope. And that's why not everything is discovered yet. So we don't know still yet everything about that blue bowl. And some people tried and some people died. They drowned there. So now it's a little bit more complicated. So we don't know everything. There are a lot of legends about that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short history traveling lesson. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again. When? Let me check. Today is the 2nd. Do we see us tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is lessons, history lessons. Monday the 10th. So not tomorrow, but tomorrow in a week. Monday the 10th, same time. Let's make history fun again. It's the next topic. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, see you in 8 days. Bye-bye.
Thank you. That was
Bye-bye.
beautiful.
Sleep
Bye
well.
bye.